I want to thank the chairman and thank my dear friend, the ranking member. I'd also like to thank all of you for being here as witnesses today. Under the president's leadership, we have had an incredible opportunity this Congress to ensure that the future of cryptocurrency and decentralized finance innovation, as well as wealth creation, takes place here in the United States of America. The first step in this process was overturning the DeFi broker rule, which would have fundamentally changed the business models of America's self-custodial wallet and software providers, while overwhelming the IRS with billions of new information returns and infringing on the privacy of tens of millions of Americans. Now, we had the vote out of this committee. Didn't have a lot of my friends on the other side on the committee when we voted it out, but we were able to get over 72 Democrats to support us on the floor. And I was proud to lead that legislation. And it is fitting that the Ways and Means Committee produced the first piece of cryptocurrency-related legislation ever to be signed by a president of the United States. Now, the rationale behind the repeal of the broker rule was that there were significant differences between decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges and how they should, in fact, be treated. Mr. Somatato, can you please describe the differences between the decentralized, and I think it's important for people that are actually logging in and listening, between the decentralized and the centralized exchanges, and why the differences are important to consider when making policies decision in this space?
Yeah, thanks for the question, and we greatly appreciate your leadership on the broker rule repeal and on the 6050I issue. As has been discussed, right, there are intermediaries in this industry who look and act a lot like traditional financial intermediaries who take custody of customers' assets and route transactions on their behalf. But the kind of novel and unique element of the cryptocurrency concept, and as it's been adopted by this industry, is the ability to write and deploy code that allows for a wide variety of forms of peer-to-peer transaction. One particularly popular area has been the development of code on blockchains that allows for transactions to occur in a peer-to-peer fashion to exchange assets. And the broker rule, as it was introduced, would have blurred the lines between those two types of activity. One is software-supported peer-to-peer types of transactions, the other traditional financial institution type intermediary action. And it is a difficult issue in some ways to draw that line and requires a lot of education because of the novel way that these networks have worked, but really encouraged both by your leadership and by others in the House in terms of trying to get that distinction correct.
And I want to thank you for that. And lastly, I think it is important to highlight the job creation that is stemming from the growth in the digital asset sector. I mean, I don't think there's any mistake about that. Data actually suggests that Bitcoin mining, just one component of the digital asset industry, has generated over 31,000 jobs and contributed $4.1 billion annually to the U.S. economy. The projected total revenue related to digital asset is expected to reach over $16.1 billion by the end of 2025. Ms. Mersinger, can you speak briefly, and you only have 48 seconds, the benefits in embracing the digital asset industry could have on the job market here in this country?
Thank you for that question. And this is a great question for me to highlight that we at the Blockchain Association, we have over 130 members who are always creating new jobs. In fact, we have a member job board that has well over 2,000 jobs and is growing every day. So that's just an example of the level of growth in this industry and what having clear rules of the road, whether it's in tax or for regulation, can help continue to grow and invest in that innovation.
Well, listen, I want to thank you again for all of you for being here today. And again, thank the ranking member and thank the chairman. And with that, I would yield back.